On the Big App Show today, an author who has a very interesting story, which I'm very excited to talk to her about, coming to us, I believe, from Florida right now. The book that I did not have in my physical possession, but I read on my Kindle app on the iPad. Stephanie McAfee, welcome to the Big App Show.
Well, I'm so happy to be here.
Now, I got to tell you, even though I'm not fat and I'm not a girl, I really enjoy The Diary of a Mad Fat Girl. This was a fun book to read.
Well, I take that as quite the compliment.
Well, it is a compliment because, you know, it's a chick book, I'd have to say, but for guys, totally fun to read. It was, I'd have to say, it was a book about real women with real issues, which I didn't expect in the beginning. You know, there's a little bit of a twist kind of in the first quarter of the book. I'm like, oh, okay, this is going somewhere interesting. But what I really like about your story, Stephanie, is you self-published this book.
I did. I put it on Christmas Day of 2010, and it sold 9 copies the first week, and I was so excited.
Yay!
I mean, I consider myself a huge success. I was, you know, I don't need to do anything else, you know. And then it sold 2,000 copies in January, and again, I was just, you know, just beside myself. I told my husband, I said, this could make a car payment. Yeah. You know, I was excited. And then, you know, it was just on Amazon at that point, and so I listed it on Barnes & Noble and Smashwords, and the 1st of February 2011, and it just took off and found its way onto the New York Times bestseller list and USA Today's bestseller list in March of 2011.
Yeah, congratulations. That is so incredibly exciting. And well, I'll tell you right off the bat, what's so interesting is I speak to a lot of authors. A lot of them also have been on the New York Times bestseller list. And I say, how's the book going? And none of them can tell me. If they have a real, you know, official publisher, they're like, I don't know, you know, it's like everyone says it's doing well. I won't see numbers or money for years to come. And here you are right off the bat saying 9 copies, 2,000 copies, car payment. I mean, that's really, I love this. This is very important. I think you've really done something here. How did you market this book? How did you get it? How did you make people aware of it?
Well, I didn't even really tell anybody I was working on it because I thought, okay, if this falls flat on its face, I'm not going to tell anybody I even tried it because that's how much confidence I had in myself, which was none. So, you know, after it started selling in January, and I thought, well, maybe it's not so bad. You know, I'm going to go ahead and tell my friends about it. So I put it on Facebook. I was selling it for 99 cents, and I put it on Facebook and said, okay, guys, you know, I've written this book. I've listed it for sale for 99 cents. Just buy it. If you don't like it, I promise I'll give you your $1 back. So that was my marketing strategy. So I didn't do anything else other than that. So it's just, you know, like I said, that's been the big question: is how in the world did you get from self-publishing, you know, to the New York Times bestseller list? And I'm just thinking, well, you know, I think it was a lot of good luck. You know, and I think the way people use their e-readers has a lot to do with it too. So.
Well, also, it's an outstanding product. I mean, it's okay to say that. It's a good book. It really is. It's a fun read. So I want to talk about that for a second. It's set in Mississippi. Now I've been to Mississippi, and were you born in Tupelo? Did I read that?
I was born in Tupelo, yeah.
I went to Tupelo, and I saw Elvis's little house there, and the little church and everything. Most people don't go there. They all go to Graceland. I'm like, I mean, I'm near Tupelo. I might as well drive up there. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful area, beautiful country.
Get the grassroots. Yeah, it is. It's a nice place. You know, there's a lot of tourists that come through there. They have a festival and everything, and so yeah, it's a tiny little house, though, is it not?
Are you kidding me? It's like, really? Elvis grew up here? It's like 2 rooms, kitchen and bedroom. That's it. I know, but it's beautiful. I was glad I saw that, actually. And I
can't believe you've been to Mississippi. How about that?
I have. And isn't there, didn't we drive past, isn't there Baghdad, Mississippi? Did we drive past that? Is that what I'm thinking?
Could be, probably somewhere. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was like, Baghdad. I must be really lost now. I must really be in Mississippi. No, it's I actually have some friends in Mississippi, so that's I did a big trip across the country, and like I got to see Mississippi. So the protagonist in your book is Ace Jones, and you know, just talking to you for 3 minutes, I'm already like, there's a lot of you in Ace Jones. There's got to be.
Well, you know, people say write about what you know, so you know, I wasn't going to write a story about a little Barbie doll girl running a big corporation, you know. So I was like, yeah, chubby school teacher, I can do that. You know, I can relate. I can put that down and make it believable, I think.
Have you been in education, or have you been a teacher?
Yes, I taught high school for 5 years.
Okay, so there you go. So that's why you know all the intricacies of high school and the crappy principals and all of that stuff and the superintendents. Yeah. I must say though, I think you are really striking an incredibly important chord. Because as I said, this book is about real women, and not necessarily because they're from the South or because they have a different self-image or a different image than what is portrayed on television. But I think you really hit what women are, and it was really, really, really good. And I hope people are giving you the same message.
Yeah, I get that a lot, and that's something I was really going for, because you know there's a lot of reality TV that's, you know, so very far from being realistic, and so I really wanted to create a character that normal people could relate to. So yeah, and I've gotten, you know, a lot of feedback on my blog and stuff. You know, people say this could be me, it could be my sisters, this is my cousins, I know these people. You know, I just recently, yesterday, had a teacher to post and be like, do you have cameras in my hallway at my school? You know, so.
Right.
You know, right. I love it. I love it when people tell me that, because that's, you know, that's what I wanted. I wanted her to be a really relatable character. So yeah, I appreciate that.
So writing a book is not easy, particularly when it comes to the editing and how do you pare this thing down and how do you condense it. Did you have help? How did the whole self-publishing thing work? I mean, did you just the publishing house came in at the end just when you wanted to publish it, or did they help you with any of the editing or cover art? I'm really curious about that.
Well, the version that I put online, I edited myself, and I can just go ahead and tell you, I'm not much of an editor. I mean, I just, you know, if there's 3 Ds in a row, I don't catch it. You know, I mean, I read what I think is supposed to be there, what I know is supposed to be there. So it had a lot of mistakes on it. It really did when I first put it online. And as for the cover, my husband did that. He just put that together for me. So yeah, that was nice. And I'm sorry, can you hear my dog barking?
Let me guess, is that a Chiweenie dog?
It's a Chiweenie, and he's outside, and I don't know, there's some birds out there. He's all stirred up, so I do apologize for that.
You are Ace Jones. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I figured. Oh, that's fantastic. So, again, really a fun story, but a realistic story. And I guess there's a couple of very obvious questions. One is, are we going to see a follow-up?
Oh yes, my deadline has actually been moved back to tomorrow. So yeah, I've been working hard today. I'll probably be working till the wee hours of the morning getting that finished up. But yes, there is a sequel. It's going to be Happily Ever Madder, More Misadventures of a Mad Fat Girl, and it should be out in the fall.
Now, will this also be self-published?
No, you know, and I didn't fully answer your question on that. When I put the book online, you know, after we saw that it was actually going to start selling, I had some friends to go through it and, you know, caught a lot of the errors and stuff. But as far as being professionally editing, it didn't get any of that until I signed the contract with Penguin. And at that point, I took it off sale, you know, and that's another thing you were talking about. I knew exactly how I was doing. That's one great thing about self-publishing is you can check every day and see how many books you've sold. You know, it's really, there's a lot of access there. And like you say now, it's just like, well, I hope it's doing good, you know,
right.
But you don't really know because you can't log into your account and see that. So yeah, the professional editing and the professional cover and everything didn't come until after I'd taken the ebook off of sale, off of my accounts, and signed a contract with Penguin and turned it over to them.
Okay, so now you have a nice advance. It's a little bit easier to write. Oh, that's beautiful. What a good story. I like that. It's fantastic. That really is. And of course, the other extremely obvious one, I think even, as I said, I only have the Kindle version, so it probably was on the inside flap, you know, these little testimonials, and there was one that's saying, oh, this is like Sex in the City. And I'm like, yeah, but it kind of sells it short, you know, because it is about a couple, you know, women. We have the main character, and then we have, you know, these friends around her. But it's real Sex in the City, and so could this be turned into a TV series? Could it be turned into a movie? Is there any noise about that yet?
Great, that would be great. There's like a running joke amongst my friends. We're like, it could be called Sex in the Sticks, you know.
Exactly.
So, but hopefully, you know, we get fingers crossed. So.
Well, again, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've told all my women friends, you got to read this. This is not only a good book, but the story behind it is really outstanding. And I really appreciate you taking the time. If you guys want a copy of this fantastic book, all you have to do is tap on the blue button if it's in the app, or click on the link below. That'll take you right into the Amazon store. And I'd love to have you back on when your next one is out. That's really exciting.
Well, I would love to be on again. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you got a fan here for sure, so we'll make sure we set that up. Stephanie, thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.